Asuu strike, mass resignation as lecturers dump Nigerian universities for greener pasture abroad. Who know one japa? Everybody wants to go and earn the hard currency. Well, welcome to the news. If you are new, kindly subscribe. And if you have been there, thank you for your support and welcome back. Everyone is looking for opportunity to leave this country. And this Asuu strike is one opportunity that I'm sure a lot of professors, lecturers have been waiting for. If the job you are currently doing is not working for you and you have opportunity of moving away, why not? I am sure this will not be the beginning or the end of people leaving this country. Not only Asuu academic staff union of university lecturers, but even in other facets of this country, a lot of people are leaving this country. The academic staff union of university Asuu strike lingers. The national president of the union, Emmanuel Sodeke, has raised alarm over the mass resignation of lecturers from the nation's university for greener pastures abroad. Nigerian news report that Emmanuel, who spoke with Punch, lamented that many lecturers are now engaged in farming and other economic activities, while a large number have left the country. The union president said many of its members were forced to venture into other sources of livelihood over the federal government's refusal to meet some of their demands, including payment of 7-month backlog of salaries accrued during the strike. Oshodeke expressed concern for the country, stressing that the federal government believes it is punishing lecturers, but the nation is to the detriment of Nigeria. So many lecturers are leaving to engage in farming, and others, lecturers, are tired of the treatment they are receiving from the government, and because of this, they are looking for alternatives. So many more will leave even after the strikes too. I pity the country. Nigeria will be the loser for it. Instead of coming to the table, look at how they will solve the issue. Rather, they believe in punishing lecturers. It is so sad. Your lecturers went on strike. You believe they will become hungry and come back to beg. Many lecturers will also leave to venture into other areas. Some are also looking at becoming self-employed. 70% of our brightest brains have left this country. The Asuu chairman, University of Lagos branch, Dele Ashiru, corroborated the claims of Oshodeke, revealing that more than 70% of the brightest brains who were retained had left the country. Ashiru, in an interview on Arise TV, said that no government in the history of the country has been so disrespectful and insensitive to the best brains in the country. He said the impact of the government's insensitivity and deployment of the weapons of hunger might not be immediately known until after the strike. As I speak with you, more than 70% of our bright and promising young academics retained by the university through mentorship have all left the country for greener pastures due to the poor condition of service in Nigeria. We don't value what we have until they leave this country. That is when we begin to talk about them. When the environment is not conducive, I can even give your best. Now on strike for 7 months, no salary. How do they expect them to survive? Well, that is why me personally, I will call on Asuu and the federal government to reach a melting point where they agree on what next. Otherwise, this implication is huge on this country. Those that are left are on the verge of leaving. No government in the history of Nigeria has been so insensitive, brash, and disrespectful of the best brains in the country. This is unfortunate and is a shame. Asuu is a union of intellectuals We don't look at what others do to make our decisions. We make our decision based on verifiable facts and facts available to us. I've mentioned this government to be responsible and sensible one. Well, there's no cause for alarm. It will create jobs for many of our unemployed PhD degree holders. Besides, the academic staff union members are more wicked, corrupt, satanic, selfish, merciless, and morally bankrupt than Buhari, federal government, political leaders. As far as I'm concerned, Nigerian university education can never develop under the current crops of academic staff union and university members, where the real uneducated president is not available. This Asuu strike is too much. Let many more private universities be open in Nigeria. How many people can afford private university? I believe that this will undo this constant academic staff union and university strike and also bring down the financial aspect of academics in Nigeria, because many universities will bring down the price. Please let it be planned well. Asuu, it's okay. Another way of supporting this government to destroy education. How about the students that have lost for the past months? Asuu old generation go. Let fresh one come in so there will be employment. Abuse una one die there, nonsense people, corruption everywhere. Let them go so as others can secure the job. When you secure a job and you work for 6 months without payment, I think you will continue until you retire. That is the maze that we are talking about. Let us respect one another and reach an agreement to solve this crisis. That is why we see you obedient as being tribalistic. Why bring another tribe to this matter? The salary of an assistant to Mr. President is 1 million and a lecturer salary is 65,000 monthly. Injustice of the highest order. I recall in 2013, after Goodluck Jonathan, a Bailey administration released a whopping sum of 2 billion or so for striking lecturers to go back to classes. Guess what happened? There was no any structural development. Most departmental head bought brand new vehicles and left the learning environment substandard. I think Asuu is not sincere enough for their request. You are very correct. Our then Vice Chancellor embezzled part of the money that was allocated to my school. One of my comrades tried to expose the VC. It was suspended. They will only use victimization to clamp down on student activity on campus. Asuu is also a corrupt body. Now you talk and no be me. Do you think corruption ends on the politicians as leaders? All the leaders in every sector are directors of corruption. Wow. Well, what is your opinion on this? That the best brains are leaving this country because of Asuu strike. What do you think is the way forward? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my channel. Be blessed.